Welcome back. We're here with our pet vet and maybe St. Nick part-time, Dr. David Visser. How are you doing this morning, Dr. Visser?
I'm doing well. You know, everybody is probably taking some time this weekend to get over the Thanksgiving feast and maybe get into decorating. This is a time period that we got to really kind of think about pets. That's what I do all the time, and so I want to encourage people to, as they're decorating, to think about pets too.
You know, it's funny, I said to you I was going to decorate, and I said I'm not decorating because I know the cat's going to do something. And because immediately what I was thinking was, oh, this looks like all fun toys to him, like little stuff like this, or especially like little things that are core, like string, like your lights or like tinsel.
Exactly. So there's a lot of things that are of concern. You know, electrical hazards. Pets are very curious, and they will want to chew on things. They're going to be attracted by some of the appearances of the flashy
the
ribbons
colors
and such.
and the brightness.
So yeah, and as they're moving and such, they'll certainly want to play with these things. But the problem with a lot of these issues, or without these, a lot of these items, is that when they chew on string-like objects, they can actually swallow parts of those, and then that causes an obstruction in the digestive tract. And of course, we all know the risks of having electrical exposure. When they chew through these cords, I've seen pets that have had electrocution, or at least electrical burns that happen. So we need to make sure that if we are using these things, that we're making sure that they're secured away from pets, or not using them in the house when we have young ones or active, intriguing pets.
Oh, I feel terrible. I was just thinking about him messing up my Christmas tree, but really, he could really endanger himself. So, okay, so what about like food? I know there's a lot of, I mean, Thanksgiving, there's a lot of food out, a lot of things that pets can get into. So I know chocolate, number one, no.
Exactly. So chocolate is a real problem, but then when we go and decorate our trees with things that hang, or we have candy canes that are actually on the tree, we're attracting pets over to the tree for this. Now, cats don't have much of a sweet tooth. They have the same risks associated with some of these things, but when dogs are attracted to getting onto the tree and actually getting some of the items that are there, or we're just decorating our house with
because
various
they can smell this, because this little piece of plastic's not keeping your dog from being able to smell how good this smells.
Exactly. And a lot of people will be baking with macadamia nuts or having them out. Macadamia nuts actually are toxic to pets as well. And we all know about alcoholic beverages that we have around as well. Pets can certainly be getting into these too. And so we want to make sure that if we do have alcoholic beverages around the home, that we are also being conscious of our pets desiring to get into those as well.
Because they'll come up before you know it and have their face in your glass, like just...
Exactly. So a lot of different things that are a risk. You know, when we hang items on the tree as well, sometimes these things are very, you know, we have these for pets, but a lot of times these are small, and maybe you have this for your cat, but your dog is going to be just as interested, and so taking these off of the tree.
And that's a choking hazard for a lot of dogs.
Exactly. So when they chew these things and they're just desiring to play, they'll actually swallow these and actually cause some problems as well. And a lot of the ornaments that we have, whether they're prepackaged like this or some that you already have that you put up every single year, if they're small, they also can be ingested. But all of these things are moving. We put our tree out yesterday, and it's a wonderful thing. Our dogs are now mature and adults, but I watched very closely when I had that out, because I know that their curiosity is going to be the gauge as to whether they're going to continue to get into problems with the decor that we place out. So we have to be very careful and conscious of that. And some of these ornaments, they're glass, they're sharp. Pets can also cut themselves on those as well.
And then I see you have a candle here. So then so tell me about the candle.
Yeah, so candles, fire risks for a happy pet with a happy tail, these things can certainly be an issue. And while it's attractive to use something alternative like the little tea lights that have batteries in them, you have to be aware that the batteries, of course, can be an issue too. But at least it's not a fire hazard when you have these, but it still can be a choking hazard for pets getting into those. And there's a lot of plants that people have too. You know, everybody hears about the poinsettia. It is on the irritating end of the spectrum. It's not really as toxic as some of the things, but a lot of people put out real mistletoe, and mistletoe is actually quite toxic to pets. This is a fake holly, but holly certainly can be an issue as well. And everybody who has a tree probably uses some sort of additive to the water at the base of the tree. And pets want to drink, of course, of these areas. And so it's important to be aware that this can be a problem for pets as well. Perhaps having the base of the the tree secured so that pets don't have access
Because you might
to
not
it.
even know that they did that. They could have just easily just went and quickly got a drink and walked away. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it till later on. And so being aware of all the things that you have in your home, how this is a change for pets, keys people in to being able to watch their pets, watch for signs of problems, contact your veterinarian if anything unusual is occurring. But be smart, be festive, but be smart as you're going through the decor of the season.
And also, too, there's other alternatives, obviously, because you said holly is not great, but this is just some faux holly here. Y'all know y'all killed those plants anyway. Just don't, y'all don't have to buy the real ones. And then reduce, reuse, recycle. That's even better for the environment.
Exactly.
There we go.
Felicia, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Visser.
welcome.
If you want to contact the pet vet, Dr. David Visser, you can reach him at the Center for Animal Health by calling 888-PETS-VETS, or you can always shoot him an email at michianaPetVet@comcast.net. We'll be right back.